Hey everyone, welcome back to the Binding of Eden Day. Today is Eden Day. I totally just said that, didn't I? What were you expecting? Bob's brain and a bad use item? Because that's what I was expecting. Still looks like my damage is going to be fine. My fire rate's clearly fine. The concern here... Dang, I was really hoping that would get the tinted rock. Concern here is this is an XL floor. I had the right idea. Just didn't come out right in practice. That's why I don't really use this item. It has a distinct possibility of just hurting you for fun. It's a random effect of things. So, you know. Can have any old use item in it. Not actually. It's got a very specific subset of the use items that it can give you. But one of them is kamikaze, which means it can just outright kill you if you're unlucky and use it in the wrong situation, but I'd recommend not using it in most situations. So that shouldn't be too much of a concern. Still, I've got tinted rocks that need getting. So I'm not too interested in prayer card. Alright, peeper it is. Pops out, does 8 damage per hit, gives me, well, it doesn't give me anything, does 8 damage per hit, bounces around and blocks tears, and that's about it. That was close. It was just right next to being able to be hit by that. So I get to make up a lot of time for first floor XL floor. And it's not as big a deal on the first floor that I lose a shop or a devil room, because it's unlikely that I would get one of them anyway. Like, the first floor devil room you can only get with a teleport that you're not likely to get in the first place. First floor shop you need pretty miraculous luck to get enough money for. All in all, first floor XL floor basically saves you a key, because you don't have to use one to get into the first and second item room in that case. So, first floor XL floor is as close to an advantage as you can get. The only problem is if you get hit before the boss rooms, before getting a soul heart like I did, because now I'm not guaranteed to get this devil room like I normally would be. Of course, that was totally avoidable by not taking the risk of using my active item that can have kamikaze in it. But what are you gonna do? Play smart? Okay, that was close. And we got it anyway. Alright. 0.3 speed up, and good items, so I can work with this. Multi-dimensional baby follows me on a 3-second delay if my tears travel through it. They get doubled, so 2 tears instead of 1. Oh, I have the safety cap, that makes a lot of sense. Don't want that. So it's basically a way to double my damage output, which is solid. And Goat Head guarantees that every Devil Room or Angel Room will show up and stay open for me. And since I took something in the Devil Room, there'll all be Devil Rooms in this case, which is a good thing. So now I just need to go find that other tinted rock, and I remember it was down here, so we're good. Or that. But I don't need to worry about soul hearts for Devil Room chance since I have guaranteed Devil Rooms now. I have a heart there, so I'm going to go ahead and check the curse room. Get 2 black hearts. It's perfect. It is perfect. So now we can get out of here. Pretty happy with things. Probably going to save on the shop because, I mean, I could technically get 10 cents from bombing twice, but it's unlikely, and next floor I have a lot better chance of making good use of the shop. So that'll be the focus. I want to go in there, but we'll see if I can get something to not lose a black heart to do it. Dang. Thought I had a little more time to move. Again, doesn't make much of a difference, since I am in a great position with Goat Head this early. first Devil Room Goat Head is pretty awesome. So now, sure, I'll create an extra familiar for this, and it turns out it's not a useful one, but that's okay. I'll get a spider for the end of this room, most likely. Since that is one of its effects, it gives you a spider when you clear a room. And I did have it at the end of that room, so why not a spider? That was indeed the way it worked. Tracked slowing on the ground, which wasn't useful. But the monster manual gives me a random familiar. Doesn't mean it's a familiar that works for the situation at all. So it's all okay. I'll get it fully charged for this room because L rooms and quad rooms give 2 charges instead of just 1. Friendly ball. I know I'm not going to get any use out of it, but I'll try. Get the use out of it that I can. But it lets you catch an enemy and then summon that enemy as a friend whenever you want until it dies. Which in most cases is right away, so you have to get a new enemy right away. But if you get the right enemy, like say a white champion that can't be damaged, then you're in business. Fallen gives me a Devil Room item. I'm not super well built for this. Bob's Brain will carry, I promise. Give him a bomb. Suddenly everything works out, eh? That gives me an orbital, blocks tears, 15 damage to enemies on contact. Alright, so I'll take both of these. Shoots tears, shoots spectral tears, and suddenly, oh no, I'm dead. But I revive as Dark Judas, 2 black hearts, 2.0 damage multiplier as a character, and can get red hearts, otherwise base Judas stats. Pretty good, but now I don't get to go to the curse room. And that's alright. Maybe later, one day. So I'm giving myself a chance to go to this shop. Even though it's not too necessary. It could be useful. Nice. So I'm a little faster as Judas, of course. Have a little more damage here. And now I'm a little more likely to die. I'm interested. But I'll be back. I'm gonna do that later instead of right away. Bob's Brain, you're making me nervous. Thank you. Close quarters room's scary to have that item. Because just in order to use Bob's Brain effectively, you pretty much want to be far away from anything. So that in the event that it does a thing, you're not near it so that you don't get hit by the thing. So for close quarters, I pretty much have to either completely stop shooting in order to use my orbital, or just, I don't know, get to far away even though I can't necessarily do that. Alright, let's go do this room, see what we get. It's exactly what I was saying I wanted to avoid. 2 soul hearts right here, though. That's pretty excellent. No luck ups, unfortunately. Thank you for hitting something. I needed that. You're the hero that we all desire. So I'm gonna go to the curse room now because I can't help myself. Was not worth. That's alright though. Okay. Let's Let's see, the door lines up with that. Let's see if this is the secret room. Kind of figured it had to be. The problem is, since it was the only 3-room location, it could have not been. And, well, the only 3-room location, I think, that didn't have an impossibility. That just could have meant that the secret room wasn't going to follow the rules that floor. But it decided it wanted to be cooperative. Okay, I probably will come back for that golden chest. God dang it. That was dumb. This one's really annoying just because it spawns all the spiders. I don't like spiders. Eh, screw it. Can't help myself. That makes all deals with the devil that cost red hearts only cost 1 red heart, which is pretty much useless in this game because that's basically the case anyway. By the way, me not getting hit here, 100% luck. There's nothing you can do if this attack wants to hit you. So the fact that it's done it like 8 times and I didn't get hit even once, ridiculous, but I'm happy with it. Completely ridiculous. Some top tier luck. Kind of luck I need. Okay, so I have no keys. Store credit, by the way. 1 purchase in a shop costs you nothing. So all I need is the key to get to the shop, key to get to the item room. 3 soul hearts for this, which is great. And no key. I'm just gonna leave and re-enter to get the money rather than dealing with Bob's brain for those spiders, because that's just a silly risk that is completely unnecessary. Didn't drop a pill, so we didn't get a size down. There's 1 key. Dang, I didn't back out in time. I reacted to it as soon as I could. It just wasn't what I needed. So I'm still looking very closely for enemies that I want to catch in the friendly ball. But for the most part, enemies you catch are actually just useless. The brimstone spiders would be good, though. They're dudes that I want to catch. Alright. Dork 1. It's no problem. Alright, that's fine. I didn't want to... Anyway. We have box, 1 of each type of pickup. And sadly, I can't really take... Okay, never mind. Everything's fine in the world. Lump of coal is good. Increases the size and damage of my tears based on the distance they've traveled. So that's awesome. Chances are I'm gonna drop my trinket before checking out the shop here. Why did those become huge when they travel through? Weird. Okay, it's greed anyway. Oops, press the bomb key. Red switches make that pretty easy to do. Got my key back. That's good. Makes everything a little nicer. Now the item room is going to be a couple rooms away from here, at most. There is a tinted rock. This is what I was looking for in life. Haven't seen one of you in ages, and it was just bombs. Serpent's Kiss, well, that was good luck. That was good luck. That is contact poison to enemies. Chance to shoot a poison shot. And if an enemy dies that has been poisoned, it has a chance to drop a black heart. So, hey. So, hey. So we got an eternal heart there. And that means that I have a health up now. So I actually have something nice to work with. Curse the Labyrinth is unfortunate. I lose a shop in a devil room that I was guaranteed to get. I have easily enough money to buy from multiple shops in a row. So the XL floor strikes again. In an actually unfortunate place this time. The plus side is, most likely I can make boss rush because of this, when I wouldn't likely have otherwise. Okay, there's Blackheart. Alright, since I can get in there for free, essentially, even profited. Leo lets me crush rocks and props with just walking over them. It's good stuff. Go away. Okay, we're fine. I don't actually need them to go away. Wild Bob's brain isn't up. So I already found a boss. I can fight the first boss. And that's all well and good. Second boss, I can't. Logish shoots Slowing Tears though. So we've got three shooting familiars at the moment. That's more useful. When I get hit, 1 to 3 kamikaze flies spawn. I do that sometimes. Makes sense to have. At least Curse the Labyrinth means we don't have Curse the Blind again. That was honestly probably worth it. Even if I didn't do it intentionally at the moment. At that moment. Cool. I like how I bombed it, because I forgot I had Leo. Steven's 1 damage up, so that's nice. Just need to find the other item room. Cool. Don't want to crush too many skulls until a room is over, because spawn's an annoying enemy to deal with. Nicely done. I'll do it. Head of the Keeper. Dang. That's unfortunate. Dang, I missed. That's fine. I didn't really need to finish that. So we're just looking for the other item room, and ideally the shop. What was I? Head of the Keeper, my tiers are coins now. When they hit enemies, there's a chance they drop a coin. Actually, specifically a penny, which means it can't be lucky. And it's not more damage, but tier size does increase. And then we've got the Able, which mirrors my position in the room and always shoots towards me. Which sucks, unfortunately, but you know, I'm stuck with it right now. Alright, go away. So it looks like this might possibly have looped if this room had gone up instead of to the right. Guess it still could. Also, I can walk on red poops and that doesn't damage me because I destroy things by walking on them. Nice side effect. Every run, dude. Every run. So this allows me to get hit once per room, and it doesn't count as me taking damage, getting hit, or anything. So the only on-hit effect it'll activate is the stopwatch, and other than that, it's nothing. I didn't get hit. What are you talking about? Basically. So now I need to hurry my way over to the boss, try to win so that I can get boss rush, and see where that takes me. Miraculously still haven't found an enemy worth capturing. The hands are decent, I think. But I don't know. I killed it too fast. So, you know. Fortunately, the first time I do that in this boss fight, it's free. Okay. Alright, get thrown. That'll do. What even exploded that time? Alright, get a black heart. I mean, I'll take both. Rotten baby spawns a fly. When its fly dies, it spawns a new fly. And, the Thunder Thighs, well, first off, Maw of the Void. As long as I'm, well, it's 1 damage up, and while I'm shooting, after 3 seconds it's fully charged and has an upside down cross spear in my forehead, which does my damage at a rapid rate. And if that kills something, it has a chance of that something dropping a black heart. It's very good. I will try to use it a lot, probably. Sadly, I shouldn't have killed that first, or it might have gotten me a soul heart. Thanks for the nickels. Those weren't quite what I was looking for. But we're just working on not getting killed here. Building up some health along the way. Meet my friends along the way. We're on the road to Viridian City. So I am absolutely prioritizing kills with stuff that will get me black hearts. But I'm also getting hit by things that I can't even see sometimes. So Thunder Thighs is the same as Leo, except with a health up and a speed down. Overall, probably not super worth taking, but it doesn't have as much of a downside as the other item did. So I figured I would take the lesser of two evils. The other item would have made it pretty much impossible for me to hit with tears effectively, which, you know, I'm not too into that, honestly. I like hitting with tears effectively. Focus on you in a minute, Mask of Infamy. Getting there. Oh, that one shoots homing. That's good. Didn't even get to finish its animation. Alright. I figured I was about to get hit by one of the polycephalus. Okay. Dang, I didn't get to do it myself. Okay, so these guys absolutely get priority on being killed by real tears. Because multiple cages is just really not fair. So that's totally fine. And this dude... Okay, easy enemies to kill with the thing. Not getting lucky here. Bloat, I'm gonna go ahead and kill with tears. Hello. Alright, so lots of things can one-shot me now. Okay, gotta pay attention to what's an eye of the enemies and what's an eye of mine. Mine has the larger pupil, so you know. Okay, everyone stay away. We got any black hearts? Be awesome of you. Come on, you had like 2 chances. Okay, so we got 1. And we got this thing. Spiders no longer harm me. They simply don't harm me instead. Okay. Yep, I messed that up. So I want to make sure to walk into those dudes, to poison them, for just that much better chance of getting Blackheart. Who asked you to die? Stupid spider. Okay, these guys are too risky to run up and try to murder. Okay, it didn't look like any tinted rocks, which is all good with me. Even if I had walked onto spikes, it would have been fine. Get a bunch of invincibility after you pop the Holy Mantle. A couple soul hearts, pretty big pickup. Wish I could get to that. That would be awesome. That would be most awesome. But not today. Still on the lookout for a brimstone wall spider. But I kind of feel like I'm just not going to have to fight any this run because I want to. And that's just how these things go. So on the plus side, I don't have to fight any brimstone wall spiders. Right? Right? Probable secret room. Possible secret room. Then again, probably not since it didn't spawn it itself. That's fine. I don't need the secret room. Gosh. Okay, it's good enough. Got one. The build-up is slow, but certainly worthwhile. Beautiful. Doesn't even matter that I lost 2 of them. Gained 1 overall. Alright, I'm gonna sneeze. Okay. All good now? And 2 more soul hearts. Getting to near the point of I have more than I can hold. Never know with black hearts, of course. But soul hearts, you can tell when you can't pick them up anymore. Of course, since we have a devil room here and it can't be Krampus. Just kind of hoping that I get to get rid of this red heart. Because then I can have invincibility on hit. God dang it. Cool. Okay, so Dark Bum picks up red hearts. For every 1.5 it picks up, I get a soul heart, black heart, or friendly or enemy spider. One thing I'm noticing is that since I'm taking so many items, I'm always getting a lot of the same items. And I feel like there was more variety when I skipped items, in a lot of ways. Just because I have more familiars right now. Doesn't seem like that big of a thing. So I'm at full health. So that's pretty cool. Eh, sure. That's what I was hoping for. 0.5 damage up and a 1.5 damage multiplier. Kind of a big deal. I like how none of them wanted to drop a thing. Doesn't make that big of a difference, since I have almost all the things. Hey, my health bar looks pretty cool right now. Check it. And now it's gone. I didn't check for a tinted rock in there. It's cool I have a second chance. Nope. Didn't look very hard, but I only looked at the left because I think I saw on the right that there wasn't. Okay. Alright, I guess it's right then. That answers that. The age-old question. Will I be right today? No. The answer is never yes. Okay, so I don't really want the tower. Emperor's great. This room has all its doors. I figured this would not be the right way. It's too close to a dead end for me. Gives it a rather limited choice in ability to curve around as it wants to make it confusing. That's how I see it anyway. And all of the white champions have been the wrong white champions. The ones that aren't invincible all the time until you kill everything else. And I'm assuming when they're my allies, the invincible ones count me as a thing, so I have to be dead before they can be damaged. Which is why I think they're supposed to be good. So that's why I'm looking out for those guys in most particular. Alright. Got them all. So I want that in my life. I've tried to use this item before and had no success finding anything good. And now I've carried it for longer than I've ever carried it and gotten absolutely nothing useful. It's like, if you want to have a run without champions, just pick up the friend ball. Alright, fine. I'm stuck with it. So brimstone, we all know. Nice. Blood laser. Does lots of the damage. 13 hits for my damage. But it's really good with the lump of coal. It seems like its damage is amplified way more than normal tiers by distance, so you kill stuff hyper fast. That's cool. Since I'm stuck with it anyway, I may as well get the most out of it. Midas Touch, when I come into contact with enemies, they take contact damage equal to my coin count and get turned to gold. If they die while they're gold, they drop money that I didn't already have. Lost Fly goes downward and then counterclockwise around whatever wall or thing it comes in contact with first. It does like 7 damage per hit. It's honestly pretty strong. It's just not as likely that it hits something because how often do enemies go on walls? That's cool. So yeah, that's the thing about Lil Gertie. Lil Gertie sometimes makes a lot of noise. A lot more than it normally makes. And I guess that's a hobby or something. But you know, that's fine. I didn't need to have working ears, personally. I think working ears are for scrubs. 5 more bombs that now do poison damage. Well, they poison enemies. So, quality. Kind of figured that would hit. Yeah, so as you can see, Brimstone with all this damage is a little bit silly. This isn't a very interesting full clear, so if I happen to guess wrong every time, I'm happy to full clear, but this looks pretty right to me. And it also feels right, so yeah. It's not one of those looks wrong, feels right dealios. 5 more bombs that are larger, have a bigger blast radius and more damage. Didn't get a single useful enemy. What's a guy to do? Still, that was pretty neat for a while. Went pretty nicely. Fun run. Okay, so that's it for today. Good Eden Day. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.